Coming up, a special lectureship featuring cast members from the hit TV show The Office. Plus, future healthcare professionals get hands-on experience at a med camp on campus.
This episode of the Javelina Broadcast Network starts right now.
Hello, Javelinas. I'm your host, Jacob Daniels.
And I'm Matthew Roberts. Let's get started with our first story of this episode.
Fans of The Office were in for a treat as cast members from the beloved sitcom visited campus for a special lectureship. Students and faculty gathered to hear behind-the-scenes stories, industry insights, and personal experiences from the actors. We were on the scene to capture the excitement and learn how this event inspired the Javelina community. Hey Javelinas, it is your editor-in-chief, Jacob Daniels, and we are here at the spring lectureship at the Jones Auditorium, where we will be getting exclusive interviews with Stanley and Meredith from The Office. Let's go ask them some questions. So you see now on TV, and you see all these shows that are for the police station version of The Office, or a school version of The Office. So what's it feel to be part of such an iconic show?
I mean, it's incredible. We were so lucky. I mean, when we were first shooting The Office, Friends had just ended, and there was a spin-off called Joey, and it bombed. And thank God it bombed, because we would have lasted, they would have been interested in us. We were on the fence about keeping the show as it was. So.
And there was a show before ours out of the UK called Couple, and it was horrible. Everybody looked alike. They all had the same haircut. You couldn't tell the boys from the girls, and it was sure to go terrible. But as I said, our show is unique in that it has lasted, this is 20 years. And so we're right up there with the legendary shows that people grew up watching, like Golden Girls, Seinfeld, and Friends, and Mary Tyler Moore Show, All in the Family. So we're in that number, and it's a privilege to be able to do that.
And kind of one of my last questions. You guys kind of touched on this in the previous interview, but just a little short thing. What was your favorite episode really for film? I know there might have been some things, but do you have a true favorite episode?
I don't have an absolute favorite. I've got several, so.
Yeah, I want to say the George Foreman grill episode was so funny. But I mean, every day it was really hard. I feel like for me, the hardest part of my job was to not laugh. So even if I didn't have a lot of lines, I had the best time because it was just also really fun to watch the writers grow and just become so, they were brilliant. I mean, they did episodes that really stick with people.
And we got to work with some of the best in the business. I mean, we had, Kathy Bates, Idris Elba,
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, Lawrence Lynchman, so we had a lot of people that, are heavy-duty mainstream, and we got a chance to work with them, or play in the sandbox, as it were. So it's a gift.
Thank you all for watching, and now back to the desk. Now, it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Hoggy Highlights. Students embrace their inner emo at My Chemical Slow Dance, an anti-Valentine's event celebrating heartbreak with dramatic tunes and dark aesthetics.
Meanwhile, others took a more constructive approach at building love and Legos, a fun-filled Valentine's event where creativity and connection came together one brick at a time.
And the theater department is bringing magic to the stage with Aladdin and his magical flying javelinas, a fresh and exciting twist on a classical tale.
Coming up, we highlight MedCamp, where students explore the world of medicine through interactive learning. Stay with us after a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey Temu, looking for a soundtrack for your college life? Whether you're cramming for finals,
chilling between classes,
or on your lunch break, KTAI Tamu's radio station is here for you.
We got the music you love and shows that will cure your boredom. Download our KTA app or tune into the KTAI 91.1 The One FM. Your campus, your sound.
Tamu's MedCamp gave students a chance to dive into the world of medicine and healthcare. From hands-on simulations to expert-led workshops, participants explored various fields in the medical profession, gaining valuable insights into their future careers. Our assistant digital editor, CJ Cortez, was there to capture the passion and dedication of these aspiring healthcare professionals.
Thanks, Jacob and Matthew. I'm here at the MSUP ballrooms where they are holding Regional Rural Med Camp, where students get hands-on learning experience with being in the medical field and learn how to make a difference. Let's go check it out.
What is the main goal of this rural medical camp, and why is it important to Texas students?
Well, we want rural Texas high school students to consider healthcare. And what better way to do that than to have camps to expose them to healthcare opportunities.
What unique challenges do rural communities face in terms of healthcare, and how could students help address them in the future?
Well, we need more healthcare workforce in rural communities. We need more nurses, more doctors, more pharmacists. So we want students in rural communities to consider healthcare as a future option, so when they have their career, they can come back home and help support their community.
What hands-on experience do students get during this camp that make an impact on their future career decisions?
So during this camp, we had multiple sessions. One of them is called Ticks and Tick-Borne Pathogens, where they are like little scientists and they're running a gel electrophoresis. And then there was another station of like giving vaccines and practicing what it is to give a vaccine and injecting. So we expose them to these little opportunities so they can learn, and then they can also have exposure to us students and faculty to ask questions more one-on-one.
What advice would you give to a high school or college student considering a career in healthcare?
My biggest advice is to just never give up and ask for help. I think that I've gotten so far because I've been willing to ask questions, willing to ask for help, and I have never given up. And there's so many challenges, failures. It's very difficult, and it's not just an easy path to becoming a doctor, becoming a pharmacist or dentist. It's difficult, and I think the biggest advice is just to really not give up and really seek those opportunities and ask for help.
This has been Ciana with the South Texan. Back to the desk with Jacob and Matthew.
If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Javelina Media Experience and pick up your copy of the South Texan. I've been your host, Jacob Daniels.
And I'm Matthew Roberts. Thank you for watching this episode of the Javelina Broadcast Network.